Welcome back to Conscious Living Labs. I'm Patrice.
I'm Luke.
This week we're going to talk about how stress can actually be good for your health. The leading edge of health and longevity today, what we're seeing is that when we push our bodies to their limits, we actually make ourselves stronger. But it's about short, sharp stresses that do this.
A bit like in the song, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, or I think you'll find Nietzsche said that first. What we're talking about here is the law of hormesis. It refers to a biological process that occurs when moderate stress is applied to a living organism. But instead of it being detrimental, it can actually provide beneficial effects like resilience, tolerance to stress, improved immunity, and longevity.
So what kind of stressors are we talking about here? We're talking about dietary restriction, like fasting, heat, like sauna, cold, like in cold showers or bath, and high intensity exercise like heat workouts, or hypoxic breathing, like holding your breath at the end of an exhale.
Scientists now believe that these stressors, when applied to the body in the right intervals and up to your own limits, can actually be used to systematically improve your health and immune system, and even be used in the prevention of chronic disease. Hormetic stresses, when applied to the body, actually push it to create more protective and restorative proteins, and they can at times turn on longevity genes. And the amazing thing is that the application of hormesis at a cellular level and more understanding of that is leading to new approaches to the prevention and cure of many diseases.
So how does that work? Well, when that acute stress is applied to your body needs to answer by producing a lot of energy, and the energy is produced in the cell by the mitochondria, which produce ATP. What happens is that only the good mitochondria will be kept on the long run and multiplied, and the bad ones, the one that doesn't produce much, will be discarded by the process of applying that acute stress. So you end up only with the good mitochondria that's gonna work with you for the rest of your life.
This all makes sense actually when you look at it in context. If you go back generations, you'll see that they were often exposed to stresses like they would go hungry from time to time, they were exposed to more cold, they had to work physically much harder, and from what we know now regarding the law of hormesis, it made them more resilient. And the other side is that they allowed their body to recover from the stresses by getting better quality sleep. They had less worries, less stress, and generally have more tranquil lives than we have today, allowing their body to repair.
Today our lives is a lot more comfortable. We're barely exposed to the cold, and when we go out we're covered up by a lot of layers. But on the other side, we're stressed all the time by our work, by our lifestyle, and we got very little quality rest.
So it's a little bit like our comfortable lives today, the technological advances that we have and the way our lifestyle has changed is actually killing us. So if we're to do what the scientists say, and if we can get the results that they're seeing, it means that we need to systematically apply these stressors, short stressors, to our lives in order to make ourselves stronger. And it's a tool that we can use for our health. So our challenge to you this week is to choose one of the stressors that we've mentioned, and that might be taking a cold shower. Remember when you're doing that to go to your own limit. So have your warm shower as usual, then turn the cold tap on for 30 seconds or so and see how you feel, and you can improve from there. There's many ways to try it out, but we challenge you to do it this week.
Hope you enjoyed that, and until next time,
have a fantastic week.
Bye!
If you enjoyed this video, then share it with someone who needs to hear it. And make sure you subscribe to our channel below to get our weekly videos. See you next time.